Hello everyone, welcome to Presentation Experts. So today I am here with a new presentation topic, that is eCash payment system. So before starting, please subscribe to our channel and also press the bell icon for all new latest updates. So let's begin. So today we will see about its introduction, what is eCash payment system, components for electronic payment, essential requirements, process flow diagram, electronic payment methods, and its disadvantages. eCash means electronic cash, that is digital money. So the money which is stored in our banks, e-wallets, all this money is eCash. So this money can be transferred from one account to another account, another person's account, or from. So this money is stored into a digital accounts through which transactions are done of both paying and accepting party. So digitally, the process of transferring money is done. eCash comes in many forms like check, virtual cards, physical cards like debit cards and credit cards, e-wallets, online fund transfer like NEFT, IMPS, RTGS, and UPI. eCash is traceable, recordable until it is physically cashed. So eCash means the money which is present in a bank is traceable by you, and also a maintained record is there in a bank that how much money is stored this until it is physically cashed. All the record is present in bank. eCash is also known as virtual cash. So eCash was drastically developed due to the digitalization in Indian economy. eCash payment system was implemented by company DigiCash in 1994. It was an international company, DigiCash, which has implemented eCash payment system in 1994, and the company also went bankrupt due to some certain reasons. And apart from it, it represents a payment system on internet based on the real money principle. So the eCash is a payment system on internet, which is a real money for us. It was invented by David Chaum in Holland, and it uses the cryptography with public keys that assure both the digital signatures and the blind signatures. The system is focused on electronic money anonymity assurance, and the buyer and the seller must have an account opened at the same bank. So in the DigiCash, there was account should be in same bank of the buyer and the seller. Then only the transaction will be processed. But now it is much more transformed and advanced. You can transfer money everywhere around the world with certain charges, and the bank after getting allowance from your bank. Major components in electronic payment system are there will be an issuer. Issuer can be bank or a non-bank institution. Anyone. And next is customer. We are the customer. So customer are referred to users who spend eCash. So we all are customers for these systems. And next is merchants or traders. Merchant and traders are vendors who receive eCash. So uh, through which we transact money are the merchants like shopkeepers, traders, etc. And last is regulators. Regulators are defined as related authorities or state tax agencies. So regulators are those who regulate the money, like banks, RBI, government. So all these are regulators who regulate the money. These were the major components in electronic payment system. So the essential requirements for electronic payment system is first is security. Security is a major concern in electronic payment system. So SSL secure socket layer software is being present for transactions. And anonymity, hardware independent. It should be hardware independence, means no more hardware is required. Transferability, you can transfer money from one bank account to another bank account. Easy to use and time saving. So the transaction process is quick and fast, efficient, and scalability. Scalability means we can send money all over in the world, anywhere we want. So all are the major requirements for electronic payment system. So this is the process flow of electronic payment system. From banks, validation and deposit are done using softwares, and after softwares, a bank account is opened. A customer opens a bank account, and a bank issues the account details, opens the bank account, and after that, a customer withdraw or deposit the cash or money. This was a process flow for electronic payment system. So in this, there is a software which helps bank to maintain the customer's account, and there is a customer which applies for the account in a bank, and this is all the process flow for the eCash payment system. So next we will see electronic payment methods. There are so many methods for the electronic payment system. So the most popular method is internet payment, which is net banking. So net banking is the first major electronic payment transfer system, which helps to transfer from your laptop or computer devices directly from the home network also. So in net banking are used by so many traders. Next is real-time payment solutions like NEFT, IMPS, UPI, RTGS. So these are real-time payment solutions. And our next is credit cards. Credit cards means use first, pay later. Means use the money and pay the money later. But after sometimes banks charges some interest on it. And electronic checks are checks through which money transfer is done. So banks issue checks for the electronic payment purposes. Next is debit cards and prepaid cards. So debit cards are connected to your account, and through which money is transferred or deducted from your account from the user's end. And same as prepaid cards. Prepaid cards means to pay first from your account. Next is the eCash wallets. So eCash wallets like Paytm, PhonePe, Airtel, Payments Bank, all these have their own eCash wallets. So these are wallets in which we can put our money, put our cash in a virtual form, and we can transfer the funds from one shopkeeper to another shopkeeper. And next is smart cards. Smart cards are cards which are owned by like Metro cards. Metro cards are smart cards. So, and there are so many smart cards like Big Bazaar, Easy Day. They also have their smart cards owned by, but these smart cards are not used for any other purposes. Only a particular things are done by these cards. Particular payments are done by these cards. Like you can use metro cards only for metro purposes only. So this was all about e-cash payment methods. Now we'll see disadvantages. Major disadvantages of e-cash payment system is online frauds. So there, in day-to-day life, there are so many online frauds that are going on from customers end or from anyone. By the lack of knowledge, online frauds are done. And next disadvantage is transaction charges. Many people don't know about the transaction charges. There are so many transaction charges involved in transferring amount from one bank to another bank account. Like NEFT and NEFT, there are so many charges. IMPS, there are also charges. The bank takes for the booking for the transferring amount. And like there are convenience charges while booking trains, tickets, air tickets, flight tickets, and also movie tickets. There are convenience charges involved in. So these are the transaction charges. Next is maintenance charges and service charges. So minimum account balance maintenance charges are taken by bank, which customers are not known about. There are service charges also, like SMS service charge and any other service charge. There are so many service charges, including taxes also. And next is internet and power supply. So there should be a proper internet for the transaction purposes and power supply also. Next is there are so many problems like server overload in so many banks, so many government banks. There are server overload problems, like there is no server coming. The banking manager says this today there is no server in our bank, server down problems. So it is a major issue. And next is reliable on banks. So we are reliable on banks. If there is something happens in the bank, we are reliable on bank. Like bankrupt cases are so many cases like bankruptcy. We are liable on bank that when it will give our money, we are bounded to them. So this was all about e-cash payment system. E-cash payment system was majorly came due to digitalization purposes, so that the cash economy should be less and the account transaction should be much more and more because of traceability purposes. The amount could be traceable, that from where the transaction is going on. Thank you. That's all for today. Please like, share, and subscribe our channel, and do comment on videos. And also press the bell icon for all new latest updates.